guys, today we will cover all tips and tricks you need to know, like all knowledge you need to know and need to be prepared what to expect from crocheting kimono with flower pattern with the belt. So we will cover each step separately, and it's honestly a beginner friendly project and you will be positively surprised. So let's dive into. If you're here, you probably already saw the cardigan I intend to do. I don't know what actually it would be look like. I have a couple ideas in my head. I probably will picture it somehow, somewhere. No idea when and how this picture would look like, or just leave it in my imagination. And I intend to do some cardigan of this yarn. So, and some materials we need. As usual, it would be scissors. So something what is possible to cut yarn, and that is, of course, you will need a needle to do some sewing, some parts like to sew them together, yeah, and as well we will need a hook and threads. Actually, I intend to show you a little closer the threads and the shade I look like. I'm really happy that recently it was the local shop opened and it's possible to find the yarns there, because you can touch, you can see, because in online shops you need to like pre-order just like an example of one bunch of yarn, and if you don't like, you can't return, and it's so difficult. That's why I really like the local shops, because you can touch, you can see how like colors work together, how they match each other. Actually, I spent a bunch of hours just to identify which colors I would like to take, and yeah, it's 100 grams, and there are somewhere acrylic, if you can see. Hopefully it's not focusing, I will show later. And it's a 4mm hook, and it's all. Let's go to the more interesting part, to the crocheting part. First and the most important step, it's the color of your cardigan, and honestly you need to decide what exactly you wanted to do, what length it might be, how about sleeves, what about cut, would you like it to have like let's say a belt somewhere here, a little bit lower or higher, or maybe you would like to do like cardigan which close like almost here and that is, or maybe you want something like this. So again, it all depends what your expectations are and what you wanted to do. It's actually not sponsored, but I really like this acrylic yarn. So it's 100% acrylic and 100 grams, and here's a different color and the shade how we will look like on our cardigan. Actually, it took ages to choose this gradation, and here you can see the name of it, and yeah. Oh, actually it might be there. And the last bit I want to show, so everything here and the size of the hook for knitting, what we will use, and all of this. Actually, about color, I have kind of small story to talk about. I chose like that cardigan might be green one. I'm honestly really love green color, so I chose a shades of green, and honestly it's look okay, but just imagine if we remove this like pink bit from it, it would be just green and it would look like a little bit boring. And honestly, it's my own opinion, like you can do whatever you want. You can add some action color which add a little more mood to your clothes, and this action color also will like focus everyone view on it, and for you, you know that it's still green, even if pink somewhere here, it's still green and you're still enjoying it. Or you can do vice versa, you can do the whole thing pink one and action color choose the greens that you really love and passionate about. So it's just experience I want to share with you. After you approximately know what kind of cardigan or kimono you would like to do, after you know what kind of colors you want to look into, one another more important thing to consider is the material of this yarn. I would highly recommend to use like kind of acrylic. It's easy. Acrylic? Yeah. Acrylic, I guess. So yes, actually I checked and it's acrylic, so it's my personal preference. Also, it's just a point to consider which material you want to use for your crochet. Another point to consider is the amount of yarn you probably should use. So my height, 1.65 centimeters, and I'm made for my height, and all of yarn I'm showing here. So for each color I choose 2 bunch of yarn, have gone. So it was enough. Yeah, the amount you see here. So yeah, it's all needed, but again, it's the specific yarn, it's for my specific crocheting, so it's depending on your crocheting. To understand approximately how much yarn you need, you can buy at least 1 batch of yarn, like kind of yarn you want to make your cardigan from. Let's say it's acrylic, let's say it's green, of course it's green. So, and then after you grab it, let's do our second step, which actually our flower pattern. I use a different color of yarn, so you don't need to. You can grab just one and go through this pattern with me. Just make sure that you follow all the instruction, and here is how to do one of this flower. If you would like to do more, you just increase the amount of initial amount of stitches you will intend to do, and it will basically will be just flower, 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 and that is. Again, as you can see here, the bigger flower petal, and on one side of it we have just 1 stitch, and on another we have 4, and one which is turning our crochet to a different side of the why it's happened. If you will go flower and then the next flower, instead of having here 1 stitch, you will have 4, and at this point will be like this, and basically it will be your big petal going, and it would be 4 more double crochet which will join this big petal, and in this way, yeah, I hope you will get it after this tutorial. If you have any question, please ask. I always happy to help. Also subscribe on my channel if you enjoy tutorial like this. So I'm really grateful for your support. Just to go through the pattern, let's just grab yarn, just grab hook, and dive straight into. So we will start with a chain, which we do in the following way. So put in your hook, then turn it around to make this kind of loop on a hook, then grab this yarn and take it through another loop, holding with your nails the knot underneath, and then taking through the yarn. So you make your first knot, and then we will do a chain. So this would be 1 chain, 2 chain, 3. We need to do 24 chain. Just continue grabbing the yarn and take it through the previous knots. It's easy to hold with your nails a little bit closer where you're taking through your yarn, not here. It's too difficult to do anything. A little bit close where your hook. So, and then continue making in this way 24 chains. Here are 24 chains. To be honest, because this is the pattern, we do just 24 for our flower, but in ideal world you will count, let's say, so you want a sweater and you measure this size, and then estimately count how much these flowers you will need. 24. It's okay to add like 1-2 more loops if needed, but the pattern might remain the same. So 24 for our flower here. Then I will do 1 more loop just to turn the crochet, and then I will do 2 more because our next row will include double crochet. So as a result, I receive 27 chain, but it's good to understand that for 1 flower it's just 24 chains needed. So next our row we will do double crochets, and it would be just double crochet. So we will take yarn over our hook, then turn our crochet, and in this third loop from our hook we take like through the hole and then pull over the yarn and then take it through. So now we have 3 loops on our hook. Again, take yarn over, take through 2 loops on a hook, and then take yarn over and take again through 2 the rest loops. And in this way we will continue to making whole rows of our 24 single crochet. So in this way, okay? And 1 more to show, just through this loop, 3 on a hook, then pulling the yarn through 2 of them, and then through 2 more. Here's our 24 double crochet in a row. So now to have a little bit clear view how to do our second row, I intend to change the yarn to a different one. So actually you don't need to change the yarn by any means, but at this point where we stop to do our, like, let's say 24th double crochet, you will continue with the following pattern. It would be just 2 more chain. So grab this one and let's go. 1, 2 chain, then turn our crochet. Okay, we have all of these ends, but it's for more visibility of the pattern. And then we will do double crochet again. So after turning the crochet, we will put our hook in this way. So and make 10 double crochet in this way. So I made just 3. This is our 2 chain, and make 7 more. Here's our 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 double crochet. Then we do 2 chain, so just 1 and 1 more, and then we do continue doing double crochet. We skip 1, 2 loops and put in a third one from where our last double crochet was. We skip this and this one stitch and put in a third one and making double crochet. 1, make 4 double crochet in total. It would be 2, 3, and 4. So after that we will do 2 more chain, 1, 2, then continue making double crochet. That's why we put yarn over a hook, skipping 2 loops and put in a third one and making 6 more double crochet in this way. Here's how our second row is look like. Again, I will grab in another yarn for more visibility of the pattern, so just to attach it more firmly. And then after making all of this double crochet, I will do 2 chain again and then turn our crochet and then continue making double crochet. So at this loop and at loop after, and at this point we do our double crochet, not a specific amount, but until the 3 stitches before our hole. So now we have 2 holes in our second row, and we will double crochet until 3 this stitch before this hole left, so almost the last one. And then there are 1, 2, 3 left before our loop. Then we do 2 chain, then we skip 2 these loops and put in a third one in the almost pre-last before our hole and do double crochet. So 1 double crochet done. Then we do 2 double crochet in a loop, so in exactly this hole. You don't even need to put in a loop, so just put it in a hole. So you grab the yarn, put hook in a hole, not in a loop, grabbing yarn through, then 3 on the hook, taking yarn through 2 of them and then through 2 more of them, and then make the last double crochet in this loop, which after our hole. So now we have 4 double crochet here, 2 chain, 4 double crochet there, then we do 2 chain and then continue making 4 more double crochet. We skip 2 loops, put in a third one in the loop almost before the hole and make 1 double crochet. 2 next double crochet will go in a hole, so 2 next one. After that we will do our 4th double crochet in the stitch after the hole. So now we have 2 more holes on our 3rd row. We will do 1, 2 chain, skip 2 loops and put a double crochet till the end of our row. We're not counting the double crochet at this point. We just made sure that 24 loops initially is enough for our flower, and we're not counting the rest of double crochet. We just make this kind of pattern. Just good to mention that I'm not putting my double crochet at this point. The last stitch I put it's the previous double crochet from a previous row, not this part, which is actually our 2 chain. So, and the same on this side. Again, grabbing the different color, and we will do 2 chain, as probably you already guess. 1, 2, so we need to make it a little bit more firmly. Turn our crochet and then make double crochet in our row before 3 stitches left in front of our next hole in our previous row. So 1 2 3 4 left, 3 left, 1 2 3 before hole, make 2 chain, then make double crochet in 1 before, then 2 inside, then 1 afterwards. Here we have 1 here, 2 there, and 1 there. After that, we will do 4 chain, 1 2 3 4 chain, and put 3 times a loop around the hook. I don't know, it's not double, like triple crochet, I guess, and put this triple crochet inside the middle hole. We basically skip 1 2 3 loops and put it in a hole. Grab a yarn. So now we have 4 like loops on our hook. Grab yarn again, through 2 of them, take through 2 of them, and take through 2 more. So we're taking 3 times our yarn, then make 4 chain. So 4 done. Then we start doing our double crochet. Again, we skip 1 2 3, make it like symmetrical, and make our double crochet in the first stitch before our hole. So then 2 inside, then 1 in the 1 stitch after. So after that we will do 1 2 single crochet, put a yarn through, skip 2 loops, 1 2 3, and put at this one our double crochet. This is the end of our row. So I'm changed the color, and in the next row we will do 2 chain, turn our crochet, and we will put our double crochet in our first stitch. Inside our hole we'll go 2 double crochet. Then after our hole, so we have 4 double crochet done in this row, and then we have 1 2 3 before our next big loop, big circle left. We will do 6 chain, 2 3 4 5 6 chain. Then we will do slip stitch basically at this place, not in the middle, somewhere here. Not slip stitch, single crochet. So we grab the yarn, and now we take our yarn through both yarn loops on our hook. Then in this stitch we'll do 1 more single crochet. Grab a yarn and take yarn through both of them. Then again here, single crochet. Done. So 3 single crochet here, and then we will do 6 more chain, 2 3 4 5 6. Then prepare to do double crochet. We will skip 1 2 3 and put in the one before our hole and make a double crochet. Two inside the hole and one after the hole. After 4 double crochet, make 2 chain and then skip 2 loops and put crochet here. Oh, this is the end of our row. I change color again to have more visibility of the pattern. So we will start with 2 chain, 1, 2, turn our crochet, and we have 1 stitch, so we do double crochet in this stitch, then 2 in our big loop, then 1 double crochet in a stitch after, and at this point we will do 7 chain, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we skip 1, 2, 3 stitches before this big loop, put our hook here and make a single crochet. 1. Again, I'm holding more close to the place where our hook going to make it more firmly, more nicer. So we put 1 single crochet here, and there are 3 more stitches, and we will put 1 single crochet here, 1 there, and then 1 more here. So we have 1 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 3, which is going in stitch, and another single crochet will go inside the next big stitch. So there are 5 single crochet after 7 chain. After 5 single crochet we will do 7 more chain, done. Then prepare it to do double crochet, and we basically skip 1, 2, 3 stitches and put in a 4th one our double crochet here, and we are ready to do our next row. We have a center of our flower, and at this point we will start decrease. So let's do the next row, which will start with 2 chain, then we turn in our crochet, then we will do double crochet in our first loop, and here we have our bigger loop, and we will put 3 more double crochet at this bigger loop. So now we have 4 double crochet, which 3 of them on this big loop, and we will do 6 chains then, and then we will do 3 single crochet, which we put here. This is the middle one, and we will put at the second stitch. So 1, 2, 3 single crochet, after which we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain, put yarn around, and in this big loop we will do 3 more double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then we will do 1 double crochet in our next stitch, not in the big loop. So we have now 4 double crochet, and we basically repeat this row, which is more white one. Now we intend to do the whole, which would be 2 chain and then skip 2 loops, 2 stitch, and put in the third one double crochet. And here is the end of our row. So I change the yarn, and at this point we will repeat this green row. So let's do it symmetrical. We will start with 2 chain, turn our crochet, prepare it to do a double crochet, which will go at this stitch. Then we will put 2 more double crochet in our big loop. 1, 2. Then put 1 in the next loop. So at this point we will do 2 chain, then 1, 2 loops is skipped. We will put our double crochet here in the 1 loop before our big loop, in the 1 stitch before our big loop, then put 3 double crochet in a big loop. 1, 2, 3. Then we will do 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and then we turn in 2 times yarn around the hook. It would be triple crochet, and then put our hook in the middle of our 3 loops, so in the second one. So now 4 stitches on our hook, grab yarn, take it through 2 of them, then grab yarn, take it through 2 more, and then grab yarn, take through the last 2, and we done triple crochet. Then continue to make 3 chain. 3 chain is done. Then we put around our hook yarn, and we will do 3 double crochet in this big loop. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more double crochet here, then do 2 chain, skip 2 loops and put it the 3rd one. And here the end of our row is basically symmetrical, this row to this green one. I change the color of our yarn again, and then we will do 2 chain, turn the crochet, and we will put our first double crochet at this loop, then put 2 more in a big loop, and then 1 after the loop. So 4 double crochet is done. Then we will do 2 chain, grab a yarn, skip 2 stitches and put a 3rd one, make a double crochet, then put 3 double crochet at this big loop, then make 2 chain, then put 3 more double crochet in the next loop, then 1 more double crochet in the next loop of the big one. So then make 2 chain, skip 2 loops, and basically then continue do double crochet till the end of our row. So next would be our loop. We put 2 double crochet in this loop, then in the next one, and we continue making double crochet in the end of until the end of our row. And here it is. Here's our previous row, and as you can guess, we might do 2 holes here. So let's do so. We will start with 2 chain, turn our crochet, and then we will do double crochet until the until the hole, let's say. So we almost reach the hole, make 1 more double crochet, then in a hole we will put 2 double crochet, then we put double crochet in the next stitch after our hole, then we will do 2 chain, then double crochet will go in a loop before our big hole, then 2 double crochet inside this hole, 1 double crochet in the stitch after big hole. So we have 4 double crochet, then we do 2 chain, then skip 2 stitch, put in the stitch before big hole, and put 2 double crochet inside it, then continue making double crochet until the end of our row. And the last double crochet. Here it's look like a pattern. Agreed? Let's do 1 more row. So again, I switch my color of the yarn. I put 2 chain, turn the crochet, and this row will contain just double crochet, which will go in each stitch, and 2 double crochet in these 2 big loops. And we're making just the row of double crocheted this way. Two double crochet here, 4 double crochet after this big loop. Then we're approaching our next big loop. We put 2 more double crochet inside, and then continue making a double crochet till the end of our row. So, and this is the end of our pattern. After you've done your first flower pattern, let's say it would be squared like this, and based on the yarn hook and your way you're crocheting this, square or flower pattern, you can differentiate how much yarn and everything you need. So again, it would be some square like this. You can say, oh, actually I want half sleeves, maybe I want not so long cardigan, and so on, so on. Again, what I did, it's just grab this like small bit. I made it one like of one whatever color you pick, and then just like, oh, for my back I need probably like 5 of them. For sleeves I will need just 3 of them, and that is, you just measure it based on your expectation, and based on your measurements you approximately know what amount of this flower pattern you will need. I would highly recommend like not like for example, let's say your flower pattern take like 15 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and you probably need 84 centimeters for the back, let's say, and I would highly not recommend to do on a half, separate our flower pattern on a half. I would rather do on 9, let's say, like parts of flower pattern. If you need like some amount or a little bit more or less, it's up to you. So it's not gonna make so much difference, but it will be easy for you. So we will need, let's say, 5 rows for our bag. Again, we separate like some could I say normal amount of this like squares of our flower pattern for back separately, and separately for the front. For the front, I honestly, when I start, I did like, so 5 for the back, 2 for the front, and I start from the top. And what I can recommend to do, or start from the front, or like from the top, rather than starting from the end, like from the bottom. Sorry for confusing, but it's honestly up to you. For me, why I did this, because I need separately back and front, and somewhere like for the sleeves, for the arms, we will need to do the cuts. That's why I separate like 2 here, 5 here. The third step, we are starting to do our front. It's easy to start with. So you measure what amount of squares you need to do. Another good advice I can give is try to do like as hard as possible, because it's your top of your cardigan and it would be easy to stretch out by its own weight. So like, just imagine you do the same, like how to say, tight, like when crocheting, just trying to do it a little bit harder for it to stretch. If you do it the same, you will notice by the end of like finishing making your cardigan, it would be so stretchy that you just like, it's not what I'm gonna wear, because the top would be like this and the rest lines would be a little bit. I will explain what I did, but you don't supposed to do this. As I started to do like 5 on back, 2 on front on both sides, and do this like whole squares. As a result, it's not well receiving the cut like this. The cut would be almost like this, which is not what I intend to do. It's the result, but it's, yeah, I just started to do this like this because I'm just trying to guess it what I want to receive in the end. But you can start from the back. Let's say make like 2 rows of flower pattern, but I honestly did 4. I did 4 rows of flower pattern. So let's say I pick one color, which is like 2 rows for each color. So I did 5 here, then this is 1 row, then the second row, then another color, 2 more for another color, just for back. And that is, we don't doing anything on front, just for back. So imagine there are just 5 bits here for 4 rows of them. So that is after that it's like 4 rows of our like flower pattern high. It was enough for me for the amount I left for just my sleeves, to have some space to put the sleeves, but it could be less if you can measure a little bit Of course you can do it a little bit better than I did. When you are starting this third color, I would recommend you to do, let's say if you agreed to have, let's say, just 2 pattern of the flowers on front, maybe you want like it to be more like this. In this way, like if you make 5 for back, you will need 6 for the front, 3 here, 3 there. Again, I wouldn't recommend you to separate on halves. Like let's say if you need like 25 centimeters or 15 centimeters, I still will recommend to go like if you need 15 centimeters and like your pattern is 10, just do 2 of them. It's what I can recommend, because doing on the half, it's, I don't know how to do this. Let's say like this, okay? At this point where my pink color is begun, I actually started to do a little bit more on front, and I haven't started like with this like squared which we received from 2 previous colors. I haven't started exactly on the angle of it. Now I have started a little bit more. Let's say I need 3 more patterns, so I did like a row of just row, chain, just chain, then like returning this chain back, and at this point I started joining my crocheting with the pink color to the rest of my big squared for the back, and crocheting all the way through, and then when this like squared is end, I add like 3 more, so 3 more, whatever amount is needed, pattern, and this was like a little bit more, if I can explain it, it's really good. After you've done this, like let's say tricky part with like 2 colors just for a big square, and then you join like your pink color, let me say just pink color for this example. You start in crocheting, I like continue to do for each color 2 rows of flower pattern, so I end up doing like 2 rows of pink, and then all the rest of my green shades I have, and yeah, just continue crocheting until whatever length you want to achieve. It's nothing to add there, and honestly it's really easy pattern. After you try it at first time, you will be so inspired, and you almost feel like you will be able to do, even if you have just evening each day, like 2 rows of 1 color in a day. It's in 1 evening. It's gorgeous. You will be so inspired. I'm inspired for you. It's really nice. Yeah, I really enjoy the process more than the results. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe yeah. Just enjoy the process. A little tired, need another break, so I intend to do some crocheting kind of stuff and take some rest and watching something on YouTube maybe. So what we have done our back side for our back, then from the waist we have done like the rest part of our back and front side, and we need to return to this front part which is here. And honestly what I have done, because I want to receive some kind of this cut, I started decreasing my amount of like stitches in each row. I could show like and explain here a little bit in details, but each row I just like taken off like 1 or 2 or like, how to say this, like double crocheting, triple crocheting. Yeah, I just remove 1 or 2 of them. If there are 24 in each of a flower pattern, I just reduce like 1 flower pattern. I will be showing how it's happened for myself. Honestly, it's just like 5 for the back. Let's say I did 2 here, and I want like from this part where it's my 2 like flower pattern, I want to reduce till 1 flower pattern, and I just remove, like let's say here I have 24 rows and I need to remove 24 double crochet, and each row I just remove 1 of them and just playing around, try to still stick to the flower pattern. But honestly at some point I can't like stick to the flower pattern. I just end up to do some holes. You can see like on these images still just doing holes, and this way just remove or decrease till the amount I want to have, like the cut like this. So now we reach the point and we reach this part with our sleeves, and again it depends what size of your cardigan, what size of your sleeves you're gonna do. For me it was just 6 color for the full cardigan and the same 6 color for the sleeves, but what I did for this part where you just like hold all of your crocheting together, I use like my 6th one color, so 5 for whole sleeves, like started with yellow, gray, pink, 2 green, and was the last green, which is like more than dark green, a dark mint one color. And I calculate what amount of like flower pattern I need for my sleeve, because I wanted sleeve to be a little puffy, little like fluffy one. That's why I decided to pick like let's say 4 or 3 maybe flower pattern for like around my arm, and do just 1 row of yellow, 1 of gray, like a row of flower pattern, like okay, 1 flower pattern of 1 color, and do 5 of them. And then for 6 color I just did this, which is actually not flower pattern. This is a crocheting bead. I probably add this if I haven't explained it how to do using the different, like, yeah, I will add this at anyway, but it's just to do your rows. Like let's say you are stopping somewhere here, you will do like chain here, whatever amount you need. It's like depends on your preference, whatever amount you want, and then you will just crochet in this way, like here, the right, left, right, left, and it would be just back loop only, just to make it more like not so puffy, like collect all of our flower pattern together. I honestly did like in 2 of my loops from the row of flower pattern, I put just 1 row of this one. So you can do it separately and then sew it together, or you can do it straight away from here, but I don't honestly even remember how I did, but I guess I did the easiest part, which I like do separately did this part of sleeve and then did this part of sleeve like separately. At some point where you're ready to like sew them together, you can do like 2 loops from here, 1 loop from here, and just join it and see whatever amount you will need and where to end your sleeve. After I did 2 sleeves, already we have all of this like front, back part of our cardigan. We need to attach them together, and yeah, for me it was the excited part. I don't want to do this bead, which is like a little bit color stuff. I just wanted to do like to attach, just to feel how it's look like. It was so excited for me. That's why I highly recommend to attach again. So at this point you just attach. Remember, I left too much space, let's say like this, and I end up like sewing both of this part, which is gray one, together, and then as much amount as you need to leave for your sleeves, like sleeve, let's say I don't know, it's just 1 row or 2 rows, whatever, it's up to you. You just sewing them together. You just whole sleeve on like half, and just measure how this half is like end up on your sleeve. So whatever amount of rows you need, and you will see. To that 7, you just grab needle and sew them together using the color that is needed. Honestly, if I remember it right, I have like in yellow here, let's say it's yellow, and gray there, and my sleeve was a little bigger even than like teal gray, and it's okay if it's covered a little bit gray. Yeah, like yellow 7 with yellow, it wouldn't be visible, but where it's yellow 7 with gray, but it's your work, it's lovely, it would be gorgeous, I'm sure. Honestly, at this point, like small story time, I get so excited because it's already like sleeves, like cardigans, and I don't want to do anything else. I know there are small bits are left. What you can do, so you can do a waist, you can like sew the buttons to like hold your cardigan together. It's up to you, whatever you want. But the next really important step is to do this collar. Let me say it like this. Again, I use the way of crocheting. It's the same we did for our sleeve, to hold our sleeve together, but I wouldn't do it like 2 in 1, like 2 here, 1 here. I will do it like 1 to 1, 1 to 1. Relate to the like this collar, I haven't done any increases or decreases when I did for my like back and neck and all the way down. It's like it's completely fine. Like it was for me. I even realized that it will be look like this, but it's okay. It's like it's how I feel I want it. If you think that you need like to increase or decrease, again, if you will increasing, it would be more like this, like vertical. If you decrease, it will be more holded, like aligned with your like shoulders. Another point, when you reach the end of your cardigan, let's say somewhere here you reach it, you need to turn your crochet and do the same kind of thing here. Again, with just that like green color. It's for me as an example what I did. Like you can do, for example, like here on my current cardigan, it's showing you can end like a part here and then crocheting this way, but I honestly just turned the crochet in this way. The way I did it, it was just increasing at this point where it's our corner. I put like 3 or 5, whatever amount you need to feel it like aligned and like flat. So just put 5. Then the next row you will do a little bit more and just turn all of your crocheting this way. Honestly, I confused a little bit about this color thing. I haven't done it the same way as I did the like collapsing or collecting the sleeve all together. I did it in just normal way, so I haven't done the like in this way from left to right. I did it like crocheting like from top to bottom, from bottom to top in this way. That's why it's like from on the corners it will be possible to increase a couple like stitches, 5 or 3, whatever amount you need. So for first row it would be 3, for the second it would be 5 to make it flat. So it's key point. Sorry for confusing. Yeah, I just so nervous. It was a long part. Yeah, but we did the front, we did the back, we did sleeves, we did all of this collar around for our cardigan. We almost there. Another like thing that I have done for my cardigan, it's actually a belt. Belt, honestly, it's up to you. For me, because this cardigan kind of like for my full height, it's need somewhere in the middle to like to hold, like based on something, not only on shoulders, because if it continue holding only on shoulders, again your front would be so like stretchy, and in the end you end up that your like front top part would be somewhere so down. This is all yarns that left after our cardigan. So we done so far all cardigan with belt in the middle of it, and this is what's left. And now I intend to do particularly the belt. I will separate for 3, maybe simple high, kind of like this and this, and then do some braids. 3 of this, and we'll show how I can do this. I know all of this look a little bit odd, but I do my measurements on a bow, and actually, yeah, it's how I separate it. So I started here, then put it up, then put it down, then it's there, then continue, and so on. And I did, to be honest, on one side it's 9 of them, and on another 9 of them, so 18 in total. And currently I wouldn't do any cuts here because I'm not sure that it's enough length. One cut which I intend to do is there, just to separate from my main bunch of yarn. Yeah, just to show that I'm cutting here. Ba-bam, done. So I did the same action for the rest of the yarn, as you can see, but the key point here, after you taken like one side, it's my end up, that all of this end we will left in your hand, rather than you will I show in another video, so you might have all ends here and another ends here, all of them. So here I'm holding the middle, and as you can see, it's a separate two threads, one and the second one, and they are not connected to each other. You can see the two small hips of the yarn. Yeah, and here's the middle. It's what we intend to do for all of the yarn. So then I will show what I intend to do next. The idea of separation for two different sides, it's look like this, and then you understood the logic why. Yeah, I do this for all yarn. I have no idea why I measure yarn like this. Just to explain, I have 3 different color of threads here, 3 different threads here, and as you see I separated it. One end goes there, another is here. So it's the same for this one bunch, another ends. What I do next, I grab the middle, which I hold now here, and the middle of this one, it's this, and just do something like this. As a result, it might happen like, you see? And this is my new middle, and all ends with a green one, and that contains pink on this side and on this side, but I connect them in this way. As you see, we made one quite nice, kind of bright, and I need to do the same with this one to make it less loosen. So I intend to undo all of this and then start from scratch, but it's still like needed to do this loose one because it helps to start do this perfect from the beginning. As you can see, I undo bright, which was done, and now I intend to do the same size of the bright as I did for another side, and just to explain how to do bright. So as you can see, there are some balls, which not almost like a balls, but they're in separate like bunches. You can like visually separate them. So there are just say pink, gray, and light green. Let's call it like this. Hopefully you will understood. And we have 3 ends, and one of them in the middle, then I took gray one and put the gray one in the middle. After that I will use my light blue, put it in the middle of two other colors, then I put pink in the middle, then I put gray in the middle, light blue, light green in the middle. And while I'm doing all of this, I also undo all mess which happened here by moving all of these balls because of the long end of all of this yarn. That's why I need to do this kind of thing with the balls. Then just to show a little bit more closer what I do, I put pink in the middle, then I put gray in the middle, and you see the size of it might be the same as we did the same amount of yarn on each of them. So then light blue in the middle and continue in this way. And don't forget to undo all mess with the balls which happen right here. At this point makes zero sense which kind of knot you will do, but let's do something like this. Ba-bam. Regular knot, let's say. And now we'll try how it look on the body. So you wouldn't see my face, but yeah, here my belt, I put it around my waist, maybe some height like this. Then I will do maybe a couple knots or some kind of bubble, and maybe bubble knots than this because it's look a little bit odd. Let's make a couple knots. It's look much nicer, and all the lengths pretty normal, quite until the end of my legs, which I like. So that's why I will keep it. And now I can do this knots more accurate in the end of my yarn rather than leave it as it is. Here I made one end of our bride, and here we intended to do something like this. I will show now how to do it. Firstly, undo this normal, let's say, knot. Then, if it's needed, you can take a couple more rows for pleating. I don't know this word, to be honest. It's a little unnatural for me. I not so often heard it. That's why I can pronounce it wrong. To be honest, there are a long end, and I could make until end will left some kind of like this. Let's do it. At this point I think this is enough. Then we do a regular knot, just grabbing all our ends, putting all of them around the center, let's say here the center, and then put all of these ends inside this ring, just pushing all of them. No matter if currently it's look like a mess, we're just taking all of the ends through this and then trying to tidy it up, just to push it and pull the yarn. One idea which I can recommend is separate as we did for 3 colors and trying to push one color by another one to receive like this separation for 2 colors. You also can help hand to correct it if it's needed. internet, you can use regular needle and thread, or just to make it more nicer and correct all gaps which you think not okay. We'll show here just to show what I'm doing. First of all, I just going through all of a knot to prevent it uncollapsing, because it's easy to do, and after making a couple stitches through all of it like this, I'm 100% sure that it still might be okay. Boom. The next step is just cut all this end at the same level, whatever you decide, to be honest, and then we receive something like this. Here's the result. So I have explained how to do this like kind of like belt I decided to do. You can use whatever pattern you want. Maybe you want to crochet your belt, it's up to you. And another point, we need to attach this belt somewhere. That's why probably at some point we just need like to add additional like couple rows to make it some kind of space for our belt to hold, to attach to our main cardigan. And yeah, I explain how to do in some of this like following video. So I hope I covered everything. Please reach me out in the comments if you find some errors or something I have missing. So honestly, just to recap everything what we have done. So we have done the pattern. It's like the one thing you need to know, flower pattern, how to do. Then we pick like all colors and like kind of generate whatever way you want to do this. Yeah, I hope my tips was useful, but we'll see your reaction on this. Then we did our back, front, we did our full high size, we did our cut on the front, whatever way you prefer to do. We did the sleeves, the collapsing the sleeves, attaching sleeves. Then we did this kind of framey bit. We also add a belt. It's up to you to do this. You can maybe add some buttons which also reduce a stretchy kind of bit. It's like your imagination, whatever way you want to do. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you find it useful, and also will share with someone who you love and also who may be inspired by this small teeny tiny cardigan. So leave your comment, what's your expectation and your experience. I really I'm really checking all comments and I'm really enjoying hearing your feedback and your experience, how you find it useful, or maybe something have been confusing for you. The next time I will improve my explanation. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next week, and also I can recommend this beaded penguin. I recently started beading and I'm so excited with all of this beading stuff, and I hope soon it would be much more explanation about like beading flowers and all of this. I'm so excited about beading. So please check out. I hope to see you next week.